What if you woke up one day and your solar panel system is acting up, but the company that installed it just went poof, vanished into thin air, leaving you high and dry? It's like trying to communicate with ET after he's gone home. They're unreachable. Man, so why did the solar company shut down in the first place? I'll spare you the details because the only MBA I have is Montoya be achieving. But general reasons for closing down a business extend beyond solar. Some that I could read off the screen are decreased incentives, poor business management, bad reviews, or poor reputation. If you find yourself in the camp of not having the solar installer anymore, look at the bright side. It could always be worse. You could be a Chargers fan. Come on now, I'm just kidding. By the way, when your solar installer is not there for you any longer, that's called an orphaned solar system. More on that in a moment. Now let's talk about one of the greatest hits in the solar panel ownership catalog, and that is monitoring. Some companies may offer you monitoring as part of their benefits package. If you lose your installer, you'll want to keep a close eye on your monitoring because if something happens with your system, you're back to buying expensive electricity from the grid. Next, you want to have your solar panel documents readily available to know who to call if you notice an issue with your system. By the way, you'll have noticed if you are paying attention to your monitoring. If you weren't paying attention to your monitoring, you may have noticed because you got a fat utility bill and now you're big mad. And finally, let's talk about who is your daddy and what does he do? If you care to be proactive, should your solar installer go belly up, you can look for companies that specialize in taking in orphaned solar panel systems. We call them the solar stepdaddies, and they work on your system when something goes wrong. You'll probably pay a pretty penny just for a site visit, but you also have to consider that the solar stepdaddy is coming into the picture with a system unknown and foreign to them. If they're lucky, it was a quality install. But if they're not lucky, it was a shoddy install trying to show the lowest possible price. A company I know of in San Diego that has an excellent reputation for helping customers who've been orphaned is called Rehab Solar Construction. I happen to know the guy who started the company from my earlier career in solar. What up, Trevor? Clients always had nice things to say about him when he and I worked at the same company, so he'd be a safe call if you're in the area. Anyhow, working with DroneQuote offers a level of protection by being your partner not only when you buy your solar panel system, but also in ownership. Choosing the right installer to help prevent being a solar orphan is difficult, and even long-standing installers sometimes fizzle out, like Sullivan Solar in San Diego. They were huge players in the day, and then one day, poof, they were gone. If you're a company that offers solar stepdaddy services, please chime in the comments below and tag your company name. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there who could use your help. But before you go, for every like and subscribe we get, a cute kitten is saved from living with a Karen. No, I'm just kidding. My mother-in-law is Karen and she's nice. And we ain't saving cats. Just hit the subscribe button already.